Good afternoon, East Coasters. Good morning, West Coasters. We are so pleased to have you here today for our Muse Collection exclusive webinar with Hapag Lloyd Cruises. My name is Julian Thomas. I am the sales manager for the Muse and Cameo collections based in Washington, D.C. We are in quite a whirlwind of travel this week. Josh is going throughout, let's see, he was in Alabama yesterday, and today's his last day on his journey. Next week, I will be going to Washington, D.C., Alexandria, Boston, Toronto, and Montreal. So if you're any of those cities, please let me know. Make sure I got an invitation out to you. And then the week after, we have Visit Anguilla is going on a road show with three of the Anguillan hotel properties in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Long Island. So if you haven't gotten an invitation to these, please let me know in the chat and I'll be sure to get an invitation out to you. We are excited to introduce you to our newest Muse member, Hapag Lloyd, and I have Felix Lohman here with us. Welcome, Felix. We're so happy to have you. And he's going to tell
Thank
us
you.
everything we want to know about this gorgeous fleet of cruise ships. Welcome, Felix.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. So let's start into the webinar with a little introduction, Julie.
The morning, a caress of golden light.
A step on deck, the sea at our feet.
My gaze full of longing, and yet at home in the infinite blue. Unforgettable with all senses, Hapag Lloyd Cruises.
So my name is Felix. Thank you, Julian, for introducing me. I am the international sales manager for Hapag Lloyd Cruises that is responsible for the North American market. And yeah, you can reach out to me anytime if you have questions. Today, I will bring you on board of Hapag Lloyd Cruises so you know a little bit more behind the not so well-known brand yet in North America. After this webinar, I'm sure you will be a lot smarter and you learned a lot because it is a quite interesting history we have with Hapag Lloyd Cruises. The history of cruising is not just any history, it's our history. It's our history. Hapag Lloyd Cruises has a proud history of well over 100 years in cruising. That is very exciting because on January 22nd in 1891, the Augusta Victoria, the world's first pleasure voyage took place, and that makes us the inventor of cruising. The slogan by the time was "Travel like the Emperor," and we have been in operation ever since. So the cruising history started in 1891 with us, and we are still operating. I will go quickly through the history of Hapag Lloyd Cruises. It all started with a container shipping line. You might have seen some orange containers with our logo on it. That is separated now, but that Hapag brand was founded in 1847 and developed into the largest container shipping line at that time under Albert Ballin. And Albert Ballin actually was the inventor back then. He invented cruising and introduced the Augusta Victoria. She took off to the Mediterranean and the Orient for a 57-day cruise in 1891. And straight in 1894, she already went to the first expedition cruise back then to the Norwegian Sea to see glaciers and the fjords of Norway, which we are still visiting every year. And in 1966, we sailed from Bremerhaven to New York with 85 passengers on board. There was at that time, new standards regarding space per person on board of ships. In 1892, the EUROPA set new standards regarding space per person on board again, um, and went to the main voyage from Genoa to Africa. In 1996, one of our expedition ships at that time, the Bremen, was the first passenger ship to circumnavigate the island of Svalbard. So back then we started with the expedition cruising. We have a lot of experience in that. In 1999, the first ultra luxury cruise ship got introduced. And at that time, it was Hapag Lloyd's sixth Europa ship. And it's the epitome of luxury cruises worldwide when that ship got introduced. It defined how we know luxury cruising today. It has received the highest distinction from the Berlitz Cruise Guide and the Insight Guides more than 20 times. In 2003, Hapag-Lloyd made history again. On one of our expeditions, we actually discovered an unknown strait of water that led to an inaccessible island. And since then, these have been named the Bremen Channel and the Bremen Island. So that is in the Antarctica, named after one of our ships. That's pioneering at the highest level in the expedition cruising. In 2013, we then launched our first bilingual ship, and that was the Europa 2. It's the highest level of luxury you can get on a cruise ship. In 2014, we were the first non-Russian ship that reached the most northerly point with just 480 kilometers, which is 289 miles from the North Pole, so very close, very remote. Some destinations you can only visit with Hapag Lloyd Cruises. We were also pioneering. We took the Marshall Islands and took them or put them into our itineraries as a cruise line for the first time. In 2019, we did make history again. Our expedition ship was the first passenger ship in the world to circumnavigate the Arctic. And in the same year, we also introduced our new expedition class, the Hanseatic class, which I will tell you more in a second. And this is us today. We have 5 ships in total. So we have the 2 ultra luxury cruise ships, the Europa and the Europa 2, and then we have 3 identical luxury expedition ships, the Hanseatic class, Hanseatic Inspiration, Hanseatic Nature, and Hanseatic Spirit. We can call us proudly the best fleet in the world because all of our 5 ships received 5 stars from the cruise guide. The Berlitz Cruise Guide is now known as the Insight Guides. So that's one major point. Other cruise lines have 5-star ships as well, but we are the only cruise line with a complete fleet of 5-star ships. And I will get into the ships more in detail now. So we start with the Europa. It's our longest operating ship, but she's so well designed and so well built that and so popular that we take very good care of her. She is in an amazing shape. Went to the shipyard several times to modernize because of the popularity when she got introduced as the most luxurious ship in the world back then. Very popular. And yeah, that ship defined how we know luxury cruising today. And everything that came afterwards was just basically copying the concept of luxury cruising. And the ship holds a maximum capacity of 400 guests and has a crew of 285. members, a very high passenger crew ratio. We have a total of 204 suites, and 168 of them are with a private veranda. So no inside cabins. On all of our ships, we only have outside cabins, all with a sea view. The Europa has 28,890 gross tonnage, so it offers a lot of space per guest. That's typical on the luxury ships and on all of our ships. So 400 guests. And our luxury ships and the Europa and Europa 2, they are constantly going around the world. So we go in segments. You could book possibly more than one segment and cover a whole continent if you would like. Or you just book one segment, fly to where you want to go, step on board, have a great time, and fly back. And these are some of our destinations, 26, 27 with the Europa. So we go to South Africa, the Indian Ocean, North and South America, the Mediterranean, of course, Northern Europe, the Caribbean. And these are some images, the pool area. When I say we take care of our ship, that pool has been recently completely removed from the ship and we put a new one in. So that shows the dedication we have to the ship. In detail, it's so well taken care of. All the suites were renovated and yeah, we start with a regular panoramic window suite that starts at 290 square feet and the suites goes up to 914 square feet. They all have visually separated living and sleeping areas. State-of-the-art technology. We have Wi-Fi, Starlink is on board, and they all come with 24-hour room service. So what is included on our luxury cruises? In every cabin, you get a welcoming champagne bottle. There's a mini bar that is restocked daily with soft drinks, beers, and juices. You have a coffee machine in your suite. We have 24-hour cabin service, room service, so you can order at any time. Soft drinks are included, so water, Coca-Cola, Fanta, all of that is included, free of charge. All restaurants, even the specialty restaurants, where I come to in a second, they are all included. So there's nothing on board you can eat that you have to pay for. Tea and coffee specialties are included. You have free Wi-Fi 1 hour per day per guest. We have Wi-Fi packages that can be booked additionally. All gratuities are included and the ocean spa as well is included. Only the treatments needs to be booked additionally. Then all shore excursions are at surcharge. So because they are third-party offers and we organize them all, but they are at surcharge. So every guest needs to book that in advance or on board. We have a travel concierge on board that can organize short-term excursions as well. We do offer shuttle services in selected ports. Usually we have small ships. We get the best slots in the ports. So for example, Sevilla, we can go up the river and park right in the city center. We go through the London Tower Bridge and park right in the city center of London. So you get the best spots in the ports with us. And if not, there's a shuttle service free of charge organized for our guests. We have bicycles on board. We have snorkeling equipment on board, umbrellas. You can all rent those free of charge. Of course, you get the port information and tips. You can join people on walks, that as well. Sometimes we do Zodiac rides because also our luxury ships, they have Zodiac Zodiac boats on board, which we sometimes use for like a Zodiac ride or surprise beach barbecue. There's always something not in the itinerary listed that is a little tip of the iceberg to get the customers excited and put a little extra on the itinerary. And then we have amazing food on board. So on the Europa, we have 5 restaurants on board in total, and 3 of them are the specialty restaurants. The Europa restaurant is our main restaurant. The Lido Cafe is our buffet style restaurant with outdoor grill stations, and the Globe is our one of our specialty restaurants. It's from Kevin Fehling. He's a 3-star Michelin chef, and he actually learned on our ship, then opened up his own restaurants in Germany. He has a 3-star Michelin chef restaurant, The Table in Hamburg, Germany. And if you can't get a reservation on board, you need to book a cruise, and then you can go dine in the Globe, guaranteed, because we try to get every guest in each restaurant at least once. We take care of the reservations. You need a reservation, but only in the specialty restaurants. All other restaurants can be used at any time. And once you have a reservation, it's your table for the night. So there's no seating times, dinner slots, or anything. You get the reservation for the night. And he also spends 20 days a year on board of the Europa to guarantee everything is up to his standards. Then we have the Lido Cafe I just mentioned. We have outdoor seating areas, indoor and outdoor. We also have heaters, so if it gets colder and we are in colder destinations, we have the heaters outside. You can still sit outside. Grill stations, buffet style. This is also where you get the buffet breakfast. Another specialty restaurant is our Venezia. It is an Italian restaurant, and again, we have more seats available in all of our restaurants than guests on board. So it never feels crowded at any time. And you have a very European environment regarding the dinner experience. So there's no seating or dinner slots you need to take care of. It's your table for the night, and it's all good. And then, of course, a luxury ship wouldn't not be complete without a spa area. We have everything you need on board, including treatment rooms, personalized wellness packages. All the treatments are at surcharge. The sauna and the ice fountain, all of that is free of charge to use. We also have a fitness area, a gym. We have free fitness classes, yoga classes, Pilates classes. You can participate in them. Julianne?
Yes, Felix. We have a few questions in the chat.
Yes.
Brian arrived a little late, but he wanted to verify what the primary language spoken on board would be.
Yeah. So all of our ships are bilingual, English and German. Because of the history, we have, of course, a lot of Germans on board. It's the upper class Germany high clientele that everyone speaks English, so there's no language barrier at all. The crew, they all speak English and German. And we also have a lot of international guests coming from North America, Canada, USA, UK, Australia, and other countries within Europe as well.
Right. And Roxana would like to know, is there an extra charge for the specialty dining?
No, there's no specialty or extra charge for the specialty dinings. You just need to make a reservation, and that can be at the reception, that can be done at the restaurants, that can be done at the butler service or the concierge. So you can just do your reservation. We take care that everyone has at least once a chance to eat in every specialty restaurant, but there's no additional charge for that.
Wonderful. And Rynette would like to know if the wines and drinks are included, or Pat as well about drink packages.
Yeah, we do have a drinking package. We have soft drinks included, but every alcoholic beverages are at surcharge. So if you order wine or you want a specific wine, we have large variety, that will be additional charge or charge to your room, basically. If you have the drinking package, there's a large variety included. It is 51 US dollars per person a day, and you have champagne included, you have wine included. So there's a large variety. We can share those menus in the follow-up email if you would like.
Perfect. And the last question is about the excursions. Are they separate when they're in English and in German?
Yes, so we do have guides that will be in English and in German. So we do separate the groups because no one wants to listen to translation so listening to German and then listening to English. We try to separate the groups, and usually that works out really well.
Perfect. That's all we had in the chat.
All
Continue.
right, perfect. I will continue then with the Europa 2. This is our biggest ship in the fleet, and it was built in 2013, introduced as a bilingual ship. So back then, Hapag Lloyd has a history because of our internationally connection throughout the years. We always received international guests on board, and in 2013, we introduced the Europa 2 as a bilingual ship, and this is where we started to focus on the internationalization of the guests at Hapag Lloyd Cruises. So we started first with one ship, and then now we are at our full fleet being bilingual. Was the natural development of having international guests on board. The Europa 2 is 225 meters long, and as I said, it is the biggest ship in our fleet with only 500 guests on board. We have a very high passenger to crew ratio. It's a crew of 370 looking after 500 guests. It offers an unusual amount of space per guest. It's 42,830 gross tonnage for only 500 guests. You really don't feel the amount of people on the ship. And there's a little video to introduce the ship. That is the Europa 2. So same as the Europa 2 goes around the world in segments. So we do have every destination included in 26, 27 again. Julianne, some questions?
Oh, yes, very many questions. So,
All right.
because you're on these images here, I'll ask Pat. Bernice's first. When was the last renovation to the MS Europa 2?
The MS Europa 2 was in the shipyard 2024. So last year it cruised all the way through the year, but was in the shipyard in 2024.
Great. And then
Usually
there's
our ships go every 2 years in the shipyard.
oh, perfect. Great.
Yeah.
And you're there right now. You're in Hamburg, right?
I am in Hamburg right
Oh,
now,
okay.
correct.
Wonderful. So yes, I think a big question they would like to know is what is the percentage of nationalities on the luxury ships versus the expedition ships? And
Yeah,
what is the typical percentage of English speakers to German speakers?
yeah. So, as I mentioned, so we have a lot of Germans on board. So at least I usually say 80% roughly are Germans. They do speak all English, but internationally, it also depends on the cruise and destination we are at. If you are closer to Germany or within the Europe area, we usually have a little bit more Germans on board. When we go further to destinations like Australia or Oceania, then we have also a lot more international guests on board. But roughly, you can say at the time we have between 10 and 20% international guests on board on our luxury ships.
Okay. And is there a destination that has a higher percentage of English speakers on board?
Yeah, all the destinations that are further away from Europe, like Australia, North America as well. I will come to the Great Lakes as well. That's quite popular among North Americans, actually. But I will tell you more about that in a second.
Yes, perfect. And then Renette would like to know if you provide transfers from the airport to the ship.
We can organize that. We have pre and post departure packages where our guests arrive and then they have an organized transfer either to a hotel or directly to the ship, and then they come on board afterwards.
Perfect. And Pat, yes, there are brochures. He will be sending them tomorrow once he has all your email address. He'll send the brochure tomorrow. And then Raynette would like to know, is that the single pricing information in those brochures?
It I'm not sure if it's included in the brochures, but we can show you the Agent Compass later on, where you can check all the prices and availabilities for single travelers, solo travelers, and even families. So we do have that in a very simple tool you can look at. And usually we also offer some very attractive solo travelers, specials, promotions. For Antarctica, for example, it's always worth looking into our B2B portal and check those offers.
Wonderful. And do you have actual hard copies of the brochure, printed
We do
copies?
have hard copies. You can order them in our Agent Compass portal as well, or you can just send me a note. You would like to get some brochures delivered. We have a warehouse in North America, and then they will be sent directly to you, and they should arrive within a couple of days.
I'll let you know in your email then that Pat would like those. How's that sound, Pat? Good? All right, continue because you're not even to the good
Perfect.
stuff yet.
Yeah, correct. I will continue. So, destination-wise, the Europa 2 goes around the world, same as the Europa, in segments, and we stop in Asia, Africa, Northern Europe. We cover the whole world. We do not go to the Galapagos Islands. So I get that question a lot. We do not have a ship that is under the flag of the Galapagos, so we can't go there. Otherwise, we cover all destinations and always try to um, mix up itineraries because we do not want to say the same itinerary every year. It changes every year. So the ship features a modern luxury design with plenty of space per guest and a relaxed atmosphere. The roof can be fully closed or opened depending on the weather conditions. We also have like a little platform that can be extended above the pool. So we have a stage for our live bands, for our pool parties. We always try to have a pool party at each itinerary, and even more a white night or something. Our guests will get a notification before the itinerary starts, of course, and then there will be great parties with champagne, oysters, lobster, a barbecue, and it's all included. There's a lot included. We are not an all-inclusive ship, but you always get a champagne glass here and there. you really feel like an all-inclusive ship. So also we have a huge spa area on the Europa 2. It's 10,764 square feet large. So it's huge. 2,260 square feet of that is our fitness studio equipped with state-of-the-art technology. We have everything you need for your personal well-being. A 50-meter long pool, a sauna area with 3 different types of saunas, a steam bath, an ice fountain, a whirlpool. We do offer professional beauty treatments, massages can be booked at surcharge. Yeah, indoor and outdoor sports area. You can participate in yoga classes free of charge. Yeah, it's a very active ship, actually. They are used really good, and since there's no surcharge, the classes are well received. Our suites on board are well designed in Scandinavian style. We have 251 suites in 7 different categories, and they are all with a balcony. On the Europa 2, there's not a single suite without a balcony. So we talk suites only. Our entry level is 300 square feet. It's the veranda suite or the ocean suite. They are all equipped with state-of-the-art technology. We have Wi-Fi on board, we have Starlink on board, tablets. We have 24-hour room service. Our family apartment offers 220 square meters, which is 2 times 215 square feet rooms. They have separate toilets, private veranda with connecting doors, and the cabin also offers a range of toys and games, including a game console for the kids. Even though we are high-end luxury, we are also very family friendly. We do have a kids club, we have a teens club on board, we have private nannies. So in that range, it's very unique, and one of the USPs of the Europa too, that we have a kids club, and we have some questions for that.
Yes. So the Europa 2 is the most child-friendly one, or is there
Yes,
options for
correct.
no children?
No, so there's the Europa 2 is the most family-friendly one. The Europa 2 is equipped with the family apartments and all of that, nannies. The Europa is usually has less kids on board because of the average age. It actually is different between those 2 ships. So on the Europa 2, we have a younger average age between 45 to 55. And on the Europa, I would say it's between 50 and 65. So we do have a different range or age range there. And the more family friendly is definitely the Europa 2. And you see less kids on the Europa if you're asking for that.
And I assume the children are more popular around the winter break, spring break, and summer, correct?
Correct. So in the summertime, the Mediterranean, usually the Europa 2 is full of kids.
Mhm.
Not to an extent. We have a limitation of kids. We do not take more kids on board than we can handle. But the allotment is usually fully booked during the summertime in the Mediterranean.
Oh, I bet that's a great opportunity for multi-generational travel.
Yes.
And then Bernice would like to know if you have casinos on your ships.
Sorry, say that
Gambling
again.
casinos?
No, so our ships are not equipped with any casinos at all. We do not have that at all.
Great. And the last question is from Brian. He sees on your website that you have some golf cruises. What is a typical additional price for this package? Because he has one client who would fall in love with cruise golfing.
Yes, I will get there in a second. So
Perfect.
pay attention, and I will let you know a little bit more about golf and cruises, because that's very exciting on the Europa 2 and on the Europa.
Great. Thank you, Felix.
Perfect. So our suites are a private oasis of well-being. The suite sizes varies from 452 square feet in our penthouse suite up to 1,066 square feet in our owner suite. So it's huge. Our owner suite is much more than our most exclusive suite. It is a home on the oceans with all possible amenities for our guests. So what do we have included on the Europa 2? Same inclusions as on the Europa. You get the welcome champagne, you get the free mini bar, you get the coffee machine, you get the 24-hour room service in all categories. You get all restaurants, everything you eat on board is included, even the specialty restaurants. You get free soft drinks, water, Coca-Cola, Sprite, all of that is included. Tea and coffee specialties are included as well. Free Wi-Fi, 1 hour per person. You can book additional packages, unlimited Wi-Fi, etc. Gratuities are included, and the ocean spa is included as well. And then again, shore excursions are not included on the Europa 2. They need to be booked additionally. We do offer shuttle service. We do have bicycles on board. We do have snorkeling equipment, umbrellas, port information, and we do surprise calls and beach barbecues and a little extra for our guests to make the experience even more unforgettable than it is. Yes. Then we have a passion for food. I mentioned that already. All of our restaurants are included because of our passion for food. We have 7 incredible restaurants on the Europa 2 with more seating available than guests are on board. The restaurants ranges from Italian in the Serenissima, international menus in the Weltmeere, Asian à la carte in the Elements, French in Tarragon, Japanese in our sushi restaurant Sakura. That's my favorite. And for those who prefer buffet dining, the Yacht Club offers indoor and outdoor seating with freshly grilled specialties and open chef stations. And then we get to the golf and cruise on the Europa and Europa 2. So it's easy to remember. On the Europa 1, we have 1 golf simulator, and on the Europa 2, we have 2 golf simulators. They are all state-of-the-art technology, and we always travel with 1 PGA golf professional trainer. And on golf and cruise themed cruises, we have a second PGA Golf professional trainer on board. So you can use the simulator free of charge on sea days, or you can actually book a golf and cruise package on top, and that ranges. I don't have the exact prices in my mind because it ranges depending on the itinerary, but it's roughly between 2,500 to 4,500 euros per person, and it can be booked. Can be booked by 1 person. So if the father is golfing, but the mother is not both have to book it. Only 1 person has to book it. If both would like to participate, both can book it as well. And the package offers a golf transfer. We have the professional trainer that follows you on the golf courses. We take care of your clubs. If you want to bring your clubs, we clean them. We take care of them. We bring them to the tee time. And if you don't bring clubs, we have great clubs that you can rent on board. We will bring them to the organized excursions for you as well. We offer a dinner with the golf group. We have one-on-one trainings at the golf simulator, and we have a great brochure. I will follow up with you where you can find more information about the golf and cruise packages we have on board. And then we get to the expedition class. Were there any questions for the Europa 2?
We had one question. It might be across the whole fleet. How much is unlimited Wi-Fi?
So I don't have all the prices in my mind, but the social media flat, so unlimited WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram is €5 a day. So roughly $6, $7 a day per person.
Right. Thank you.
Very reasonable. Same as the prices, the drinking prices. So if you order a beer on board, it's not a five-star restaurant or three-star Michelin restaurant prices. It's very reasonable. A cocktail is around 9 to 10 euros. A beer is €4, which is $5. So very reasonable prices. If you're not a huge drinker, I do not recommend the drinking package because the prices are so reasonable. If you are a drinker, then the drinking package with $51 per person is not a bad deal as well. But now we come to our expedition class. So we have a total of 3 expedition ships. They are all built the same. So I will introduce them all at the same time, basically. Small ships on spectacular routes, exploring untouched regions around the world. And here's a little introduction movie. Oh, sorry. So that's our expedition class. All 3 ships, or 2 of them, got introduced in 2019, and our 3rd ship got introduced in 2021. They are all built in Norway. They are the specialists for expedition vessels. They all have a capacity of 230 guests total, and those ships are limited to 199 guests for Antarctica cruises because we want to offer our guests the most available time at shore, and therefore we limit those numbers, and you even have more space per person on board on Antarctica cruises. They are all rated 5 stars according to the Insight Guides, as all of our ships. The onboard language on all ships is German and English. Yeah, with these ships, our guests can experience safety in polar regions thanks to the highest ice class for passenger ships, the PC6 class. This is us compared to other cruise lines. So we do have very small ships, and with the expedition ships, those are even our smallest ships. And what do we cover with our expedition ships? So we go from pole to pole, from the Arctic to Antarctica, but we also we cover everything in between. So again, we have the whole world, from cold destinations up to warm weather expeditions as well. The Arctic, Western Pacific, South Seas, Great Lakes, Alaska, and Canada. Yeah, it's a worldwide destination. We do cover the warm weather, and we also cover like South and Central America, Asia, and Antarctica. And we also go into the Amazon River, which is a very special itinerary. And yeah, one of the only ships or only cruise line that is actually able to go as deep into the Amazon River as we do. No one else is able to go to Iquitos with a ship size like that. Yeah, you can enjoy expedition paired with a modern design, state-of-the-art technology. The Hanseatrium is our multifunctional lounge for expert presentations and is an atmospheric bar in the evening. And I'm pretty sure a question will come up now. The expert talks are conducted in English and in German, but not at the same time. So we separate the groups. No one wants to listen to German and then to English and then to German and then to English. No, we do separate the groups, and then you can decide to which expert talk you want to go. Our experts are perfect in English and in German. That's one of the requirements to be an expert on our ship. We have the observation lounge with 180-degree panoramic views. Our pool deck can be closed depending on the weather condition. Um, those ships are actually made for warm and cold weather destinations. So they have perfect air conditioning. Most expedition ships are built for cold expeditions, and our ships are well equipped for both and all climate situations. We have an inspiration walk, so our bow is open for our guests. They can go as close as possible to the greatest places. If we go into the Tower Bridge or enter London and go through the Tower Bridge, you can be up front. Or if we get close to the ice, you can decide. Also, our bridge is open. We have an open bridge policy. So as long as the captain is not in a difficult maneuver, you can join him to go up to the bridge, ask questions, and see the crew steering the ship. It's a very familiar environment. Only 199 people on board. So after a couple of days, you know the crew and all the guests. Yeah. So we have a total of 120 cabins outside only. The sizes vary from 226 square feet up to 764 square feet. They are all equipped with rain showers, heated walls in the bathroom, so you can dry stuff if they get wet. State-of-the-art technology. We have binoculars in every suite, Nordic walking poles, a butler service, 24-hour suite service, free mini bar, again, coffee machine, extensive infotainment, different categories. So we do start with the outside cabin, which is a regular window cabin, I would say. That starts at 226 square feet. And then we have a panoramic cabin, which I really enjoyed. You have the floor to ceiling windows, so you can just lay in bed and watch the ice or the Amazon River from the inside. Balcony cabin and a French balcony cabin as well, if you want to at least open the door and get some fresh air. Our suites are all have a separate living and sleeping area, very modern design. The sleeping area is always equipped with the panoramic window, and you have the heaters on the veranda, so you can even sit outside in the Antarctic or Arctic and enjoy the view from your veranda with the heaters on. It's nice and warm and comfortable. Our Grand Suite is 764 square feet. They have a separate toilet for guests, daylight bathroom with 2 sinks, freestanding bath, rain shower, steam sauna in the shower area, and a veranda access. So what is included in the price? Well, we have a questions before we go into the inclusions.
Yes, we do. Pat would like to know which of those rooms you recommend single person or do you have single cabins available?
We do not have single cabins. We have a single contingent. If that is reached, you have to pay 100% surcharge, but we have on all of our cruises a single contingent allotment. And usually we have single surcharges around 30%. So it's moderate surcharges, but you have to check the availabilities because on a small ship they get booked quite often. And yeah, but the good thing is on Antarctica cruises, we limit our numbers to 199, even though we can bring 230 people on board. That means we have more cabins available for single travelers. That's why our most attractive offers for single travelers are usually the Antarctic travels.
Perfect.
That's a good information for every agent and every solo traveler request.
And then you had said that each of the rooms, the beds are separable. How much space do you put in between them when they are separated?
Um, where on the expedition ships, they are not separate. The sleeping area is separate from the living area in the suites. So it's a different room, basically. That's how they are separated. If you want to separate the bed, that's not possible on the expedition ships. That's only possible on the Europa and Europa 2. And this is where we can split the beds.
Wonderful. And then Karen would like to know on these Northwest Passage uh, expeditions, do you have Lewis and Clark lecturers? And if so, is that done in the two languages?
Yeah, so all of our languages are offered in English and in German. So if we are in the Northwest Passage, Lewis and Clark is a topic that will be covered as well.
Has three solo travelers that are going to Svalbard or who want to go to Svalbard. Is there good availability for solo travelers for the Arctic as well?
Um, Depends on the cruise. So we have not a lot availability left for 2026, but for 2027 there's the availability. I would need to check that as well, but I can show you where.
Great, thank you.
Perfect. All right, so included services at the expedition is basically the same, but you get the excursions on top because we do have the Zodiac rides, we have the experts on board, we do the shore landings, so all of that is included in the price. And in destinations, very remote destinations like Antarctica, we do not offer any third-party excursion. So there you got everything included in the price. Yeah, all landings and Zodiac rides are included. They are accompanied by experts. Our expert team is always with you on hikes, walks, Zodiac rides. Yeah, so there are some itineraries where we like enter New York, for example, or when we enter the Great Lakes, Halifax, where we do offer sometimes third-party excursions, even at the expeditions. That depends on the itinerary. Yeah, but you have onboard equipment available. You get the parkas, rubber boots, snowshoes, snorkeling equipment. We have stand-up paddle boards on board. And yeah, the spa is included. And again, you have the welcome champagne in every cabin. You have the mini bar that is restocked daily with soft drinks and juices. You have the soft drinks and juices in general included. You have the coffee machine, 24-hour room service, gratuities are included. Internet, again, Wi-Fi free of charge, 1 hour. If you want packages that can be booked additionally, free soft drinks, and yeah, all kinds of tea and specialties, coffee specialties. So, and at the bottom, you also have, again, a beer is an example, €3.90. That is $4.50. So it's very reasonable prices on board regarding the drinks. And then we have on board 3 first-class restaurants. The Hanseatic restaurant is a main restaurant with keep the numbers of people in mind that are on board. So on Antarctica, we have 199 people on board. The Hanseatic restaurant alone has 178 seats. The Lido restaurant had 84 indoor seats, 100 outdoor seats, and we have a specialty restaurant on board again with 44 seats. So we do have more seats available than guests on board. It never feels crowded. It's amazing food. The ships do differentiate regarding the specialty restaurant. So we have on the Inspiration, the Nikkei, it's a Japanese Peruvian cuisine. We have on the Spirit, the L'Esprit, which is a French cuisine. And on the Nature, we have the Hamptons, which is a North American cuisine. And then we also have two bars in the observation lounge, where you have an amazing view. And we have the Hanseatrium and the pool bar. Yeah. So if you're looking for a drink, you have that as well. Of course, our ocean spa offers everything you need due to the limited capacity of the ship. This spa really never feels overcrowded. We have a great fitness area with state-of-the-art equipment, free of charge classes. You can participate. So if you want to be very active, you can be active on board on our ships. So now I will quickly, I see we have not that much time left. We go quickly to the route highlights of 26, 27. As I mentioned, we do cover the whole world. So there's, besides the Galapagos, we do add destinations every year. The question is not where we are going, it's when we are going. So if you have a customer looking for a specific destination, we do have it. You just have to check when we have it. So we go into the Amazon River, and that's one of our very special itineraries, because we are the only cruise line with that size of a ship that goes all the way from Belém to Iquitos, which is actually closer to the Pacific than to the Atlantic Ocean. So you enter Peru from the other side. It's a very special itinerary, and you will do zodiac rides during the night with our experts looking for animals deep into the Amazon rainforest. So really special. Other cruise lines enter the Amazon River as well. They only go to Manaus because that's where it's most accessible. But we can enter the Amazon River all the way to Iquitos with our ship. We have such a great experience in expedition cruising, and we have the well-built ships that are able to handle this climate situations. So a very special itinerary. We also go to Africa, and that's on our list as well, from Port Louis to the Seychelles, the Oceania. If you think about Tahiti, Bora Bora, French Polynesia, you think about luxury hotels, and we have our luxury hotel on our ship, but we also do the very remote islands with our Zodiac rides, and you really get to beaches when no one else get to go, because it's inaccessible otherwise, or if you have a ship, then it's accessible for us. And really, the itineraries is what stands out at Hapag Lloyd Cruises. You will find not another cruise line that offers such a special itineraries as we do. And then Antarctica and Chilean fjords. We do go to Antarctica. Our Antarctica itineraries also include the charter flights from Buenos Aires to Ushuaia. We do not offer charter flights to the Antarctic Peninsula to cross the Drake Passage. And usually our Antarctica cruises include the Falkland Islands, South Georgia, South Orkney Islands. So because we want our guests to have the full experience, we do have most Antarctica cruises that are quite long. For North America, that's always almost too long because it's 19 days up to 22 days. In 2028, we listened to you, and now we offer 14-day Antarctica cruises as well. including South Georgia, to have the penguin experience as everyone is looking for. Then the Arctic, Greenland. Again, we are very experienced. We know those destinations since 1894. We have been in operating ever since. No other cruise line has more experience regarding expedition than Hapag Lloyd Cruises does. It's perfect for animal sighting like polar bears and yeah, Mediterranean. We can't miss the Mediterranean, of course. The Europa 2 always go to the Mediterranean during the European summer. And one other special itinerary is the Great Lakes. So we are the only luxury cruise company that is able to enter the Great Lakes. We always do one itinerary into the Great Lakes, then one within the Great Lakes, or two, and then one out of the Great Lakes. This is quite long, but we also have shorter Great Lakes itineraries. And yeah, our ships are specially designed. The bridge can be folded in, so we can fit through the locks and basically pass through Montreal, Toronto, and then go into the Great Lakes. It's very special. We do not have any or almost no availabilities left for this year, but for next year, if you are looking for something special that no one else is offering, you are with us or can request. So our fare structure is very simple. We have two fares, one platinum and one silver fare. So the platinum is the regular fare. You can choose your cabin, you can choose your cabin category and your cabin number. The silver fare is not available for all cruises. It offers a price advantage, but you cannot choose your cabin number. You can choose your cabin category. But yeah, it's if you are looking for or if you're having price sensitive people, customers, then the silver fare is the right one. But 80% of our guests are booking the platinum fare because they want to choose their cabin and yeah. So, but to check all of that, we have the B2B portal, Agent Compass, and this is where you find all information. You find the special promotions, you find a price overview where you can check the availabilities. We have a media library where you can have access to all the videos, pictures, social media posts. You can also look for specific cruises and yeah, offer your customers a great overview and have all the information you need in that one tool. And then thank you. If you have any questions, please reach out to me or to Julianne, and we are happy to answer any questions. We will do a follow-up with you, and thank you for listening. It is a great brand, and we are happy to have you on board, and thank you.
Absolutely. And we did have one question. Before
Yes.
booking, do they have access to the excursions that are available on that journey?
So yeah, so our excursions are published 7 to 8 weeks in advance of the itinerary. And then everyone has the same chance to book the itineraries that can be made online, but they are not available like 1 year in advance.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Felix. I will send out the link to the agent portal this afternoon, and tomorrow Felix
Perfect.
will follow up with the brochure for you as well.
Yes.
And we look forward to seeing all of you book such a new cruise destination with the Muse collection and Hapag Lloyd Cruises. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you at our next webinars. Thank you,
Thank
Felix.
you. Thank you, Jane.